Hey everyone, welcome back to the Ouachita News Show.
We're in our last full week of on-campus instruction, and as of November 16th, Ouachita has 19 active COVID cases. Continue to check obu.edu/coronavirus for more information.
Well, Blythe has your last forecast of the semester, Tigers. Blythe, how's the weather looking for this week? Good morning, Ouachita weather watchers. This is Blythe up with your 5-day weather report for this last week of in-person classes on campus. Starting off with the weather for today, Wednesday the 18th, looks like we'll have a high of 67 degrees. With that, showers are unlikely with only a 3% chance of rain. Moving on to Thursday, the weather is predicted to be a little warmer with a high of 71. Thursday's also looks like it will be full of sunshine and precipitation will not be likely for the day. Friday the 20th will be humid and partly sunny for the majority of the day. There's only a 7% chance of rainfall and a high of 74 for the last day of weekday classes. The weekend is here, with Saturday being one of the warmest days of this week and a predicted high of 73 degrees. The 21st will be mostly sunny and have a 12% chance of rain in our forecast. To end the week, we have a mainly cloudy day on Sunday with a high of 69 degrees. Sunday also has the highest likelihood of showers coming in at a 25% chance for the day. Well, that concludes your last 5-day weather report for this semester with predictions by AccuWeather. This is Blythe up with the weather forecast for this week, whether you like it or not. Thanks, Blythe. I'm glad the weather's looking nice for our last few days on campus.
Me too, Caroline. It has been a challenging semester, but we have made it through. Speaking of challenges, our photo lab and newspaper staffs have worked hard to cover this unusual time in Ouachita's history. Here's Abby Blankenship with more.
At the beginning of the fall 2020 semester, Photo Lab editor Hannah Smith and the Signal editor Katie Hatchett prepared for a year of unknowns. These two have worked closely together to document life on Ouachita's campus during a pandemic, all while working just as hard or even harder than previous years.
Strangely enough, I think this semester has been busier than any other semester that we've had as a photo lab.
As COVID-19 has brought about many canceled events, the Photo Lab in particular has encountered several challenges. Through this, Smith has encouraged her staff to stay positive and flexible throughout the season as they are all learning how to handle it together.
We've had many photographers go to events and they get there and there's no one there.
While the Photo Lab is capturing events throughout campus, the Signal is busy finding new stories. The Signal continues to write their usual stories with a COVID-friendly twist.
It's been fairly easy because we pretty much just flip the script on a normal event and go, okay, well, how is it different because of COVID?
No different from past years, both editors spend multiple hours a week in the newsroom. These hours are spent in meetings, editing, and meeting deadlines.
You can ask any of my staffers, they'll walk by in the hallway and they can, 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh, there she is at the computer, like we would have expected.
As the fall semester comes to a close, Hatchett and Smith are already preparing for the spring. The two are excited to finish the school year by documenting Ouachita's history during a pandemic.
The Signal and the Photo Lab will continue to cover campus events next semester, and we look forward to seeing what they capture.
Ouachita's nursing program has attracted many students to campus, and I had a chance to dive deeper into what the program is all about.
The Ouachita Nursing Program allows students to get a head start in their career by attending school at Baptist Health Hospital in Little Rock after 2 years at OBU.
The program will be here 2 years, and then we'll go 2 years at Baptist Health. And once we're done at Baptist, we'll be a registered nurse, and we'll have our Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. And so that'll be really good for us because we can pretty much start working right after we're done.
Right now, the courses that we're in are more focused on the behind the scenes, more of building, at least the classes we're in right now, are building our theology, building what our practice is going to be on. And at Baptist, it's going to be more hands-on. This is what you're doing. This is what you need to be prepared for. Not that Ouachita doesn't do that, but it also provides a really good foundation of what we need to know and how we need to communicate with patients and all of that.
Although there are pros to attending Baptist Health, students will not be immersed in the Ouachita campus community for their last 2 years of college.
Most people get to stay in their clubs and stay connected with all their friends, but we have to be here 2 years and leave. but at the same time it'll be a good thing because Baptist Health is a really big hospital and we'll get lots of experience and see lots of different things. So in that way it's really good, and I think it'll be very beneficial and better than most programs.
It's really sad at the same time because we are like missing out on Ouachita life more and like we don't get to see our friends, but I think from a professional standpoint it's really, really good for us, yeah.
The nursing program students are excited to begin their careers. For the Ouachita News Show, I'm Caroline Derby.
The nursing program continues to draw students to Ouachita, and it provides relevant challenges and helps prepare students for medical careers.
This week, we've got a treat for you. Juanita's Candy Kitchen has been serving up homemade brittles since 1974. Here's Blythe with more about one of Arkadelphia's most famous businesses.
People say that some of the smallest towns hold the biggest hidden treasures, and this small town is no exception, with Arkadelphia being home to the biggest peanut brittle shop and distributor in Arkansas. Juanita's Candy Kitchen all started with Juanita traveling around making and selling peanut brittle made in her home kitchen, and people just couldn't get enough of it.
She used to come like to the banks, or she'd come to the schools, or she'd, and she went all over. She'd make up a bunch of brittle and take it out and sell it. So she was a very smart lady to start a business like this. The brittle we cook like from August to December, we cook every day, 5 days a week. The fudge, we just make it as orders come in and as we run out here in our own shop. So during Christmas, like in a day's time, they'll make anywhere from 20 to 22 cases of brittle a day. So that's quite a few buckets of candy a day. The main thing that our brittle is different from others is ours is very, very thin. I mean, you can almost see through it, it's so thin.
I first heard about Juanita's when I went to Cracker Barrel with my sweet mate's family, and she was telling me about Juanita's and how her friends always come to Arkadelphia and have to stop at Juanita's because it's so good. The fudge was excellent. This peanut brittle, even better. I'm very satisfied. I rate it a 10 out of 10. It's so good.
This is Blythe signing off for the Ouachita News Show.
Juanita still sells its famous brittles and homemade fudge too. The Candy Kitchen is located near Arkadelphia High School, and you can order from their website, juanitascandykitchen.com, as well.
Chase is back this week with an especially exciting announcement about Ouachita athletics. Chase?
Thanks, Caroline. The Great American Conference announced the schedules for basketball, volleyball, and women's soccer on November 16th. These sports will return to play starting in January, and the GAC has also announced that the spring sports will play through their approved schedule. All of these schedules include conference-only games. For more information, check out obutigers.com and be on the lookout for this week's edition of the Roar Rundown. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Chase. Well, that's all we have for you this week.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Ouachita News and at Ouachita Weather Watch.
From everyone here, stay safe, stay happy, and stay healthy over the holidays, Tigers, and we'll see you next semester with more of the latest Ouachita news.